Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where y'all are in the world. You know it is JJ and JJ's PC Builds. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And also, too, welcome all new subscribers. Welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds. And also to my veteran subscribers, as always, much love to you. Okay, just a little bit of a heads up. Doesn't look like much happened with that hurricane, so it went down. By the time it hit us, it went down to a tropical storm and pushed its way to Northern California. So we're done and over with that. We're safe and everything is fine. Barely any rain, or, well, there's a little bit of rain, but maybe about, like I said, about an inch and a half, like I put on the live video. That's pretty much it. So, and I'm not a weatherman. I hope y'all understand that. I was just doing that to keep y'all up to date, informed of what's going on here as the storm was progressing and blowing its way through here. And obviously it just went through here and didn't even really, gave us 15 minutes of water and that was it. But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about today's video. And it's a rumor. I told y'all, I know when it comes to rumors and stuff, you know, they're opinions. They're just not factual just yet. But as soon as they come factual, then we'll let you know. We're going to go to the action screen. I did a little bit of research while you all weren't, while I wasn't recording, but I just want to take you all along with me to show you what I pulled up so far. And here we go. This is AMD Launch. AMD to launch Radeon RX 6750 GRE. Was that Golden Rabbit Entertainment graphics card? Or Great Realistic Entertaining? Or Good Real Extra? Or I don't know. Y'all comment below and let me know what it means. I don't keep up with, the extras that are up on the card. Just the numbers. So that way it lets me know what kind of number it is. But it says it's in China. So the GRE, it seems the GRE cards are over there in China. And I know it's the Golden Rabbit edition. It's right in front of my face. But doesn't look like it's here yet. It could be. You never know. Let me know below. I'll take a look later, but I haven't seen them over on this side yet. So, but the RTX 4060 price with the RTX 4060 Ti performance, who knows? AMD RX 6750 GRE, another Golden Rabbit edition. Reported from China indicate AMD will be releasing another GRE model exclusively to the Chinese market. Okay, obviously now, and I hope all the gamers understand this, with us not purchasing like we used to on graphics cards, they're going over there and having China buy their stuff. As crazy as that sounds, because I guess they can get people to buy GPUs over there, but here in the United States, I guess nobody's buying them or buying their BS that they're trying to serve everybody. But support suggests that the Radeon RX 6750 is gearing up to make an entrance with another GRE model. The acronym GRE in this context stands for Golden Rabbit Edition. Or, we'll come up with a name for it here for the United States. My personal name for it. A special variant designed to commemorate the Chinese New Year. How many Chinese New Years are there? That's a good question. I mean, they have one every day. These graphics card series is mainly for Chinese market, where it is to become available through the DIY market. Okay. Interestingly, this isn't the first GRE GPU. We know this. Just last month, AMD unveiled the Radeon RX 7900 GRE, exclusive offering tailoring for the Chinese DIY market. Now, I know all the DIYers might be kind of pissed off about this, and I would be pissed off too because it's not coming to the US markets just of yet. And on top of that, you have to buy a whole system in order to get it anyway. I mean, that's crazy. That ain't DIY. That's pre-built. You get that with a pre-built system. I mean, come on, let's be realistic. Now, the 7900 GRE came out. You have to buy a pre-built system in order to get it. I mean, this is just basically not DIY. This is like pre-built Y. I'm just being honest with you guys because this is like, to me, this is a little bit of misinformation about this. And, for me to say that is really difficult. But in order to get the Radeon RX 7900 GRE, you have to buy the whole system in order to get it. And, I'm not looking to spend $2,000 just to get the GPU and forget what's inside it. I mean, that's basically, bogus to me. So, but I'm just being honest with you on this. The 6750 GRE is going to end up having to buy it with the whole system. I mean, you think they're going to actually sell that by itself? Probably not. You probably got to spend like maybe 2,000 American dollars. Maybe. They're saying that it's supposed to be tagged at the same price as the 4060, which is $299 or 2,399 RMB. I don't know. And this is coming from Little Enemy Pigeon, chatting with the boss of Yeston today. He said that Yeston is currently only AIB authorized by AMD, ATI. I thought ATI was discontinued. AMD, what are you doing? I thought this was discontinued. ATI. I remember when ATI first came out. Make sure y'all got your drink and snacks. Now I'm getting heated. This is going to get heated for the moment. You got to have this right here in order to keep cool. Oh my goodness. So you're telling me and that ATI is still alive and they're probably using it over in China? Maybe, kind of. That right there is a good question. I want y'all to make sure you think about that. Let us pay attention to the graphics card RX 6750 GRE, which said to be the price of a 4060 and the performance of a 4060 Ti. This will also follow up on the follow-up card, the Yeston 6600 and the 6400 models. Currently on sale and are very stable, and failure rate is very low. Okay, well, let's look. And this is Videocardscom. You can look yourself. I'm not going to post any links or anything. You can just go and look yourself. I'm sure you can Google it, And I found out putting links on, the description and stuff, YouTube's being kind of a pain about it. So I'm not going to be doing that for a little while until I figure out what's going on with that. So I'll let you know about it. So they got right here, they got the 6750 GRE, but they got nothing in between. So looking at the 6750 and the 6800, and that's the XT. So let's do a little bit of math. Okay. While we're here, let's do a little bit of math. Okay. So the 6800 is 3,840 cores. Okay. Let's minus 2560. Gives us a 1,280 core difference. So divide that by 2. This gives you 640. So take and add 2560. So in order for that to work, that would have to be 3,200 streaming processors. 3,200, 3,208. So that would have to be around 30, and an average about 3,200 processors for that to work. Okay, so, and they're right in between 12 and 16 gigabytes. 9 out of 10 chances they're going to make it 12 gigabytes, 192-bit bus. Okay, so let's put this out of the way. It's probably going to have 19 gigabits per second, 18, about now, it's going to have probably about 19, 20 gigabits per second. It's going to be a 200 and probably a 265 watt, and the price, they're probably going to make it $559, $569. So probably $559, somewhere in there. This is just me talking about it right now, but if I'm close to it, we can all come back to this video, and I've done said it, and it's there, so we know what's going on there. Okay, there's a there situation. Okay, now I've been looking too at some of the streaming processors. And I've been looking at this. These are 5,120 right here. The reason why I'm saying that is because the RTX 4070 has 5,188. There's a little bit of difference because if the 6800 XT is 4608, then to me, that doesn't really matter about about the processing cores at that point. There's something I'm thinking in mind. Just don't bear with me on this. I'm just thinking of something. So, but coming down to it all, the 6750 GRE, this is going to be looking like it's going to be a China thing. I'm bringing it to you all just to let you know about it. So there we go. Okay, moving on. Even though I burned up 14, 15 minutes, that's good. Moving on. I would talk about Intel. Yeah, I think we need to. Okay, let's go ahead and minimize this. I got another thing that I want to talk to you all about. It's this Intel Present Mon. Okay, I'm going to bring that up real quick. Okay, I want Intel to explain this to me. Okay, I downloaded the program. I want Intel to explain to me how does, and I know this is going to sound kind of crazy and stupid, but if I was, if I was building my system for the first time and everybody presented this out to me, this Intel present mod, and said, okay, this will work for all GPUs and everything else. Okay, what if, and the builder that's wanting to see the stats and everything else, this program is not going to be for you, because Intel did not explain in detail how to set it up. They just said, oh, look at all these graphs and everything else and here and there. Intel, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking you, but the thing is this: if you should have made this an exe file, and you should have put it all together so that way when you open it up, it's already set and ready to go. But do remind you all, this is a beta. This is a beta version, because obviously they're starting off and they just put it out as a beta. So there might be later on down the road something to it. But if you're first going to look into it, you're going to have to do your homework. I haven't done my homework yet on this. I just turned around, I downloaded it, I opened it up. I thought I was going to see the graphs and everything else that they were showing on Gamers Nexus, and turn around, this is what I get. Right here. The settings on top of the settings. So basically, it takes you right into the settings. It gives you no graphs or anything else. I haven't played around with it yet, but I just want to make you all well aware there's much more to this than you think, because they don't have it set into one big file and put it out as an exe file, and you download it, and when you go to click on the icon and it opens it up, it doesn't give you automatic anything. So this is something you have to learn to set up before you can even use it. Okay, that right there is a total waste of time. Intel, that, unless you have it completed together and easier to use, I would not even tell anybody to go and download this until you have it squared away. This is not squared away. This might be to where you have it to where, you have your extreme enthusiasts that know all about it and everything else, that they've been using it for all these years and that they had the training and everything else. But take it to the consumer, the first time builder that has not gotten that training. Where's the setup, videos and all that? You can leave a comment below, Intel, and let me know all about that, because I want to know about this program. Okay, is this going to be better than HW Info, or what is this going to be about? I have an NVIDIA graphics card right now. I don't have an ARC. And from what y'all said, it's supposed to work with all graphics cards. Unless I took that wrong. But make sure, you let me know. Because if I'm, look, I'm going to bring this down to you. Okay? My subscribers, see me bring this information up. They're going to wonder to themselves, why isn't this easier to use? Why does it have to be made so difficult, and you have to hide all the information in order to get it to work? Okay, I went and looked up on the GitHub. That totally lost me of what I'm supposed to get there, because there's no instructions. Okay, You have no instructions to the sets of what you need to add to this to make it work. There's no instructions. You just put these little things here and there. Okay, you think I want to be poking around on the internet looking for viruses? You know, you should have made this easier and put this all in a bundle, and that way it can be all put together with a README file. I mean, that would have been so much easier if you would have put instructions in a README file and then put all the programming that comes along with it into that file, other than just putting the output file right here for the settings on top of the settings, and then you don't see the graph anywhere. That you need another program in order for the graphs to work. Because I went in there looking to turn on the graphs and everything else. You know there's something missing. I know there's something missing. It's like Riva Tuner with your, let me go here. It's Riva Tuner like with MSI Afterburner. Okay, you need Riva Tuner in order for the things to pop up. I don't see any Riva Tuner with this. You know, for the graphs and everything else. I don't see nothing like that. This is looking like it's a settings inside of a settings. That it's only showing you what's going on in the process. But if I want to see what's going on in the process, I just right click my taskbar, task manager, and then basically there. If I want to see my processes, that's where I would start. You know, if I want to see the performance, this is where I would start. If I want to see about the GPU, you know, there. Can pull it up right there. If I want to see what's going on with my GPU. Okay. So the only thing that's special about that is that it shows the usage with your CPU and your GPU. But the problem is that you put out a beta program that doesn't have the program itself to, you know, put up the graphs and everything else. When you open up a program, right, guys, and I'm not knocking this, okay? It could be a great program. But the problem is, it'll take me time to put it all together. But the thing is it's going to take the beginning user that wants to use a program like that, and they see it on, you know, they see it with different reviewers, and they're liking how the program goes and everything else, but there is no instructions. It all comes down to opening it up, being able to put it together piece by piece with an instruction folder, which would be a README file, which is not hard. But this right here doesn't tell me nothing. If I go to custom and I go to here, what am I supposed to do here? You know, what am I supposed to do here? I mean, what do you want me to do here? I mean, I click show, and it's supposed to show on a widget. Okay, where is the program for the widget? That's the problem I'm having. Okay, I want to be able to add everything that needs to go in there, but I can't add anything to go in there because this is all I get. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let me bring you back to the action screen so you can see what I was doing. Okay, let's go backwards. My apologies. Okay, when you come up to this screen, okay, you know, we'll start it again. We'll open it up again and start over. Okay, so we opened it back up. Okay, I got down here hidden, and I got this stuff down here at the bottom. Here, let me move this over so you can see it. Okay. So you got this stuff right here, down here at the bottom right. It's got hidden and everything else. Don't know what it means by hidden. Okay. Got the preset right here. Okay. Got cut basic. Open up basic. Okay. Nothing basic there. GPU focus. Open up GPU focus. Okay. Now we got a GPU focus here. Okay. What do we do? You know, I'm not saying it to sound stupid. I'm saying it just to make a point that, you know, when you got when you got your first time builders and they're wanting to get some great information and they need to know, you know, what their GPU is doing and everything else, they don't know what the hell to set it up with. Okay, how the hell to set it up with. And then you got over here, capture, storage, open, and explore. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, this is what it means, open and explore. Basically, all this does is it opens up its base file, where it's going to be located at. Okay, it just doesn't make no sense. Why would you do that? Why would you have a capture for the storage? It's not needed. Anybody can go to their Windows files, you know, and if you want them to save the program, that's a different story. If you make it into a save, then that's a different story. But, I mean, you got capture duration. What is it capturing? It has no tuning. It has no tuner in order for it to work. This is just basic. This is just the basic shell of the program. That's all it is. It's just a basic program. And you got it connected to the processes, which the processes is in your task manager. Okay, so you got it connected to your task manager. So what? I mean, what actual processes does this really do for you? Right here. Okay, you got all this running right here. All this running. Where's it located? Where's it located? Let's go to properties. Let's see. It's an app. That's what it says. It says it's an app. It says it's a 2 megabyte app. Details. No details. Digital signatures. So, tells me nothing. Tells me not where it's located at. So, just shows me this and shows me 6 things running. What 6 things? How come it's not showing up on my screen? Is it, do I need something open? I'm not trying to, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound stupid on this. I'm just trying to make a point. Okay. Then the point is that, you know, you're putting a program out there. You're telling everybody, oh, go, basically, here it is. You know, we're making improvements and everything else, but it makes absolutely no sense to me. It's just a waste of time. You know, if I want to go for graphs and everything else, you know, I could do it as simple as using MSI Afterburner. I mean, what, just because that shows, that's program supposed to show, you know, the usage in between, you know, how much you're using with the CPU and the GPU. Why the hell you need that for? Make this point. If you open up Heaven Benchmark, right here, you can hit run. And as soon as it loads up, we'll get there. There. What's the difference in that? I'll turn the sound off. Don't want to get YouTube's panties in a wad. But the thing is this. This shows me everything right here. This shows me the latency, right here. This shows me the amount of RAM I'm using. This shows me the CPU temperature. This shows me the percentage of the CPU that I'm using. And this is common sense. Okay. So the GPU I'm using 52% and the CPU I'm using 11%. Is there a bottleneck in between the two? No. If there was a bottleneck, then this would be up at 100%. Okay. If it was bottlenecking, this would be down. This would be down to 20 to 30%, and the CPU would be up at 100% if it was bottlenecking. Or if it's a CPU intense program, then the CPU would be down towards 20%, and then the GPU would be at 100%. Then there's bottlenecking the GPU. Okay, so this is just the point. I mean, if you're going to make a program, okay, if you're going to make a program that's you're going to put out on the market as a beta, put everything in there. Everything that attaches to that program. Just don't say, well, go to GitHub and get this. Put it all into the file and have it all set up. So that way, somebody can go in there and just say, okay, well, I need this, this, and this. You put it all in a README file. This is how you set it up. Back years ago, that's the way they used to do programs. They would put it all into one folder, and then, they would give you the README file. They say, read this first. It's common sense. It is common sense. I'm not going to make a big deal out of this because it obviously nobody, says anything about it. They just let it keep going on and on and on and on, and I'm not going to let it go on and on and on, because if I'm going to be, looking at a product for my viewers to look at, I want them to be able to look at with me from A to Z how it works. Not to where I got to take and fish around for stuff and takes weeks to months before I can take and put it together, because I have to figure out what you're doing there in order for me to get it implemented correctly so I can get it to come up on the screen. Not to where I'm fishing around, because I'll tell you what, that program right there, I'm just basically going to take and uninstall it from my computer until Intel gets their act together on it. So Intel, I'm sorry, you need to have it all squared away before I can decide to even review it. I had a good intention to do a piece on it today for everybody to see about that Intel present mod, because it looked really good. It looked like it was something that was interesting, but it's not interesting when I have to beat my head over a brick just to figure out how to use it. Believe it or not, some reviewers might know how to use it, but I'll tell you what, there are some that just don't know how to use it. Okay, I've been dealing with PCs for years. Okay, but when you make it harder, and I believe, when you make me search for what's needed to put it all together, it's not just hard for me. You're making it even harder on the people you're trying to push the product to. Especially this kind of software. If you're trying to make your GPUs look good, then don't make your software, twice as hard, because you got little hidden secrets in your software. Okay. Now, my door is always open to Intel or AMD or NVIDIA or any one of the manufacturing companies. My door is always open. My head's always open for suggestions and everything else. If you got one, bring it. Don't say you're going to do this and you're going to make it futuristic for everybody to use, bring it. Bring it to where we can use it. You should have did that before you even put it out there and said anything to anybody, before you had it completed. So, you know, it's just a waste of time, guys. For right now, to me, it's a waste of time because you got HW monitor and you got your MSI Afterburner, you got your other tools as well. You got GPU-Z, you got CPU-Z, you got many of those programs. So, but for this to tell me which one is bottlenecking, you know, if I really wanted a program like that, I would have looked for one. Okay. But if you want me to use it, then you need to put an instruction manual inside the program in a folder, so that way somebody says, and put instructions on your site before when you get downloaded, open up the folder and read the README file first. It's common sense. I mean, that to me just shows when you can't put it all together to help new builders out. That just shows me pure laziness. Okay. That shows me how lazy everybody's becoming when it comes to trying to teach somebody the right way of doing something. So I'm not harping on it anymore. That's my 2 cents, and that's all you're going to get for right now. And in the future, if I ever, you know, pick this back up again, hopefully they got it straightened out to where it's understandable. Me, I don't feel like, you know, wasting my time playing around with the program that I got to sit there and spend at least a week to 2 weeks to figure out everything that goes in there just to get it to work right. And I'm not going to, you know, take any of my subscribers along that way to tell them this is going to be a very, very, you know, stressful journey that we're going to be going on. I really don't want to do that. Unless I have to, then we'll go on that stressful journey. So you'll force it from me. But anyway, this is the end of the video. And if you made it to the end, I do appreciate it 100%. And if you're your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And also, too, if you're already subscribed for the first time, welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds. And my veteran subscribers, as always, much love to you for all that you do, watching all the videos from beginning to end. And also, too, and if you want to let these big companies know that, you know, you want to see something new, something fresh, and something vibrant, make sure you subscribe to this channel. So that way we can tell them together and we can get the word out together. So, and don't forget to put positive likes. I mean, gotta get the thumbs up. That'll put us out there as well. So, but until the next time and the next video, this is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. We will see you on the next one.